Hello, hello! Are we facing the week of hope? Peace in Ukraine, a tariff agreement between China and the USA? Then why is biotech facing a tragedy? We'll explore that in today's video. Welcome to Taxi Biotech, a show where we explore the latest news and developments in the biotech world and learn about their impact on the stock market. The stock data I present here reflects the current state of companies or the clinical trials and does not constitute any investment advice. This is purely for entertainment purposes. So how does this week begin? Wow, this morning it was announced that China and the United States have agreed on a 90-day stop to reduce tariffs. And not only that, Putin has expressed interest in negotiating peace with Ukraine next Wednesday. How did the market react? Well, the S&P 500 is skyrocketing in pre-market trading, currently almost 3%, and the Nasdaq nearly 4%. Now, let's think. What lesson can we learn from all this, and why is it relevant in today's biotech context? Well, we already know how these negotiation tactics work. Threats drive the market down, then an agreement is reached, as expected, and the market bounces back. Now the S&P 500 is just 5% below its all-time highs. Did anyone really believe there would be a 145% tariff between China and the USA? They reached an agreement in just a day and a half, right before the first cargo ships arrived in the US. So, here we have the clearest example of how Trump negotiates. We need to learn how to read these moves and take advantage of them. You already know, we are here to learn. So, what happened in biotech today? Trump announced he will sign an executive order requiring drug price in the US to match the lowest price worldwide, which could lower some drug price by up to 80%. This hit pharma stocks hard, especially Asian stocks that were open, for example, Takeda, which dropped nearly 6%. Even though the biotech index hasn't dropped much yet, just 0.12%, but this policy could negatively impact many companies. Still, it might be another negotiation tactic, and reaching a deal the US administration can present as a win. So, we should take note of past movements and maybe, just maybe, take some positions when negotiation with pharma companies might be in the works. And today I will review two company updates and one company movement. First one, Akero, here with this press release. They released phase 2 trial data in New England Journal of Medicine. After 36 weeks, it didn't show a statistically significant improvement in liver fibrosis, which is very bad. This was the primary endpoint. But, however, they also have 96-week data, which match with the press release back in January. They told us it was statistically significant for the reversal of MASH, which led to a massive revaluation of the stock over 100%. In Friday's press release, they say they are going to request authorization for begin phase 3. That could be a strong signal that there is still a lot of hope for this molecule, especially when compared to the only approved drug on the market for this disease, Madrigal's one. Even though we can't make a fair head-to-head comparison with this data, Akero's liver stiffness data is actually better than the Madrigal's molecule. And so this data could have some hope for Akero molecule and take into account this liver stiffness that they are better than the Madrigal. We have the stock price here 33% down from the previous highs, and we can be expecting a lower prices here and rebounding maybe when the phase 3 trial is approved, but there is a long time to go, 1 year more, so be patient. The other news that I'm going to comment is about Gyre Therapeutics, which reports solid financial results. This stock initially dropped to what seems like a misread press release that I cover here in my X account, and the stock recovered from that point a 32% gain. So in this press release, I think that the key now is their upcoming phase 3 data. Stay alert, I will follow this news in my Twitter channel. And the last company that I will comment is Polyrizon. I received some comments about this company in my last video of the best performing stocks of the week in biotechnological sector. Polyrizon jumped 62% last week, but has already dropped back to previous levels, as I commented on the video. The only thing that could have driven this gain was the cancellation of a stock split, which I thought was nonsense. These fast moves without news are often driven by rumors or group organizations like Telegram or in Reddit or in other forums. In small cap stocks, pre- and aftermarket movements are very volatile and unreliable because little money can move the stock price and get back to the previous levels very quickly, as we can see here in the aftermarket on Friday. So here in Biotech, I am focused on companies with real news or significant upcoming data. It's very difficult chasing these speculative movements. So please follow science and don't follow these pump and dumps typical movements from crypto markets. So cheers and see you next time.